Hey YouTube, velkommen tillbaka hvis du er norsk. Welcome back if you're Norwegian. Actually, welcome back even if you aren't Norwegian. My granddaughter's back here photobombing me, so if she wanders in and out, that's her. Um, anyway, I wanted to get back and do a new video. It is Sunday, June 1st. Okay, that's probably enough, kiddo. Yeah, so I got distracted there. Um, so I went to work today. I'm actually home, so it's very odd for me to be working when I'm home, other than on my Etsy shops, because as a painting contractor, I travel all over the country and I do commercial properties, and I just haven't done much in Utah. But a friend of mine has gotten me some work with the county. I'm sorry, she's cracking me up. So I wanted to talk a little bit about work ethic, because it seems to me that it's kind of something that, I don't know, has faded a lot since I was young. And I'm not talking about everybody. I'm sure there are plenty of people that work their asses off and do what they need to do to provide themselves a living. I've never been afraid of hard work. I started working when I was 12. I had a newspaper route. And then I started working in my dad's welding shop not long after that. Worked off and on there, and I always had jobs. I was always doing something. I'm not sure where to look. Should I look here or here? No, that's not right. It's there. So I'm curious, feel free to give me your opinions, whether you agree with me or disagree with me. It's all cool. I say all the time, I can take diverging opinions. You don't have to be on the same page as me with everything. In fact, life gets boring if everybody agrees with you on everything. And boy, I wish we could get that into politics, right? That it's okay to disagree a little bit, or even a lot, and still be friends. I have friends on the opposite side of I'm kind of a moderate on everything when it comes to politics, but I have friends all over the spectrum, and I don't care what you believe. Anyway, I'm not getting off on that topic. The point is, we can disagree and be friends. But I tried really hard when we were raising our kids. They're all growing now. They range from 24 to 34, and all of them have good work ethic. But we taught them young, that go get a job, go do something, have some money that you can spend, whether it's to go get a soda on the weekends when you're 14. Although these days there are a lot of places they won't even let you work if you're 14, which is insane to me. But I grew up in a different era. I grew up in the 70s, where almost everybody I knew had a job by the time they were 14, 16 at the latest. All the farm guys I hung out with, they all worked from the time they were little kids on the farm. My parents grew up in Norway, where I was born, and my mom moved into the city when she was 13 on her own. My dad started working on the shipping yards when he was 13, helping provide for the family. So I grew up with a really strong work ethic, and that's not bragging. I'm not anything special. That's not what I'm saying. But I think you can look around and see there are a lot of people. I've never been on Reddit. I've heard about it. But there is a thread, group, whatever you call it, on there, of people that don't think you should have to work. I don't understand that. It doesn't make sense to me. I always told my kids, if you can do something you really love doing as a job, fantastic, do it. I like what I do. I don't like the travel, but I mainly do it so that I can do the stuff I want to do. Have a nice house, have my trailer, my ATV, go riding with my wife and my friends on the weekends, hang out, all the stuff we like to do. Almost all of it costs money. You can go out in nature and go hiking, and that doesn't cost anything, but it does cost gas to get up there. So I've always been of the opinion, I don't want to be broke. I never wanted to be broke. And I'm not a rich guy, but I'm not a poor guy. I don't have to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. But I did that. I was there. I'm not some spoiled dude by any means. I've worked hard for everything I've ever had, and the people I see in this life that are successful work hard for what they get. Now, every once in a while you see somebody who stumbles into a pile of money, but those people usually can't handle it, and it's gone in a hurry. I personally know of some people like that. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm not going to do a long video tonight. I'm just curious what you think about that. Is that what you see around the world, around the country? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're digging the videos, please give me a thumbs up, a subscription. That'd be really cool. I should say this at the beginning of the video, but that's not my main focus. I've said all along, this is kind of a video diary for me, and hopefully it provides some entertainment, maybe some advice. You know, I'm not some guru, but if something I say helps you out, that makes me feel good. And I've had people say, hey, blah, blah, blah was cool. They've also said, hey, blah, blah, blah was stupid. And that's okay too. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great weekend. It's back to the grind tomorrow for most people. For me, I work all days, you know, so it's all good. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Tack för nu. Till nästa gång vi snackas igen. Thank you for now. Until the next time we'll talk again. Ha det gott. Have a good one. Peace and love.